What's good? What's good? No, you're not early. I'm actually starting right now. All right. We just enjoy this little pop up. More people trickle in, and we'll go ahead and get started. How many people we got in here? Oh no, it's not frozen. Sorry, I had to fix it. Look at my dogs. I also don't have a mic today because I gotta leave my. I'm doing this off my phone, so I'm leaving my where I would put my mics on. I'm leaving it plugged in for the juice, baby. Look at that stack. Yeah, you guys like that? We'll let some people trickle in here, and then we'll get started. I might even just get started. All right. So let's see if people are in here. First stream you made on the channel. Yeah, I wanted to do this one a little later. I just got off the golf course too, so it's a little late. But we're gonna go ahead and get people online here, and we'll get started. Giving you guys a nice little late night chill session, you know. This one's 16 gigabytes. This is a 5080. So typically all 5080s have around 16 gigabytes of DDR7 VRAM. So it's backwards, but it's just because I'm doing this view so I can read the comments as I build it too. Yeah, these fans are. We got a lot of fans here. This actually, I didn't buy this build. My friend bought it. I'm just building it for him. But I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause the stream. I'm gonna let the Discord know that I went live. There's he went with 64 gigabytes of RAM. So give me 1 sec. Okay, 34 people. Great. Sorry. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So guys, I'm just gonna sit right here. Yeah, he didn't pull any punches, guys. This is an over $5,000 build for what it's worth. My boy Grumps, who I game with, we play WoW together. He didn't pull any punches here, so we're doing this big build, and wait till you guys see what he. Well, you probably know what tower he's doing it in, but once you guys see it, you'll know exactly what's going on here. J Soul the Deegans, Slick Rick, what's going on? Zexty, Zach does suck. You're right. I am not rich. I didn't buy this. My friend bought this. So all right, guys, make sure you like if you're tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and assemble the motherboard per usual. So we're going to start taking this all down. And if you can you guys hear me okay? All right. Motherboard part here. All right, now we're going to get you guys a better angle. Can you guys see that okay? Let me maybe make it a little closer. Bring it down. There we go. That's what we want. Great. Great. All right. Got myself a little coffee. Oh, you guys want to see something crazy? Check this out. So we were gonna do this. We were gonna do this a day earlier, but how about Amazon? Somebody swapped out the parts in here. So this is a Lee and Lee Edge power supply, and just so you guys know, it's white. Check this out. Somebody swapped it with the black Corsair. This is a Corsair power supply. So we had to wait like 2 extra days just to get the power supply, just because Amazon doesn't even know how to check their own boxes. So all right, but let's assemble the motherboard here. So first things first, the parts he went with the Asus ROG Strix X870A. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this is what's currently in our giveaway build. So let's go ahead and get that open here. And I don't have my tools. I'm doing this at my house. So this isn't in our studio. So I have a pair of scissors and a screwdriver. Let's see how far we can get with this. Pretty good. So I think that should be okay. All right. All we need to do is get the old motherboard out. All right. Get this out here. Guys, make sure you keep that chat going because I'm going to be reading it as I go. I'm going to probably take little intermissions and talk to you guys, but really going to be focusing on the build here. So let's put this back here. I got the anti-static mat, and now it's the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So our dual mat. Back in the day, I actually can't remember how this. All right, let me read some comments. All right. So we got the motherboard. Again, he went with the X870A, and it's the white edition. We'll go ahead and take the plastic off here. All right, I'll get all that here. This one. Oh, that's great. Oh, okay. That's good. I think there's one more somewhere if I remember. Yeah, here we go. Let's get this. All right, and then we'll get those. So first things that I like to typically do, first let's get that in there, is let's go ahead and install the CPU. He went the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, solid CPU. They did fix the issue, so anybody who's freaking out, it's not going to burn, it's not going to do that stuff, it's all fixed. So massive motherboard, yes, massive motherboard, guys. This is a build for my buddy Grumps. So I play games with him. He wanted to do a dream build, so we're gonna give him his dream build. He had the money, he spent it, and here we are. All right. Here we go. And I am going to have to remove the brackets because he has the Lian Li one and they have a specific one, but let's go ahead and put the CPU in. All right. Okay. CPU's in. Let's put, I like to usually, I'll put this in the motherboard box. Where did I put the, that's right there, okay. Put this back away. Oh, there it's comes here. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? Yeah, I'm just starting to build. So wait till you guys see. This is okay. I'll just tell you. This is essentially he saw the current giveaway build. He loved it. So we ended up going with he wanted to go with the exact thing. Literally same exact parts. The only thing different is probably the SSD and I want to say the RAM because he went with the G Skill. Tried it. It's D5 Royal, so the one that kind of has like that crystal look. So I'll actually do that one after I do the SSD, which he went with the Samsung 990 Pro. This is literally the best SSD in the market, in my opinion. Debate me if you'd like, but I don't think it has some of the fastest speeds. Samsung does a great job. Longevity of the lifespan of these is great. So, but let's go ahead and get this here. I should have got my little tool. I knew I needed that. I got it. I got it. I got this one. Nice. Okay. I need to get this one off. If you guys are wondering why I'm dressed like this, I just got off the golf course. So it's what I do. I like to golf. So let's get the M.2 in there. And guys, if you have any questions throughout this, let me know. I'd love to help any of you guys understand what I'm doing, the process of how to build a computer. It's pretty easy, but just like that, the M.2 is installed and the CPU is installed. So let's go ahead and get this put back together. Trying to send them all of his parts, boxes, nice and neat with no damage to them. So Okay, that's done. And then now we got the Ram. So he went again with the G Skill Trident Z5 Royals. So let's go ahead and get this open. Damn, no ultra golf. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you guys I'm a basic human too. I love to golf, love to do all that stuff. So the golf tees. Are you asking about golf merch? We did drop golf polos on our site, and there is some golf related merch on there. So, but if you're asking, maybe I'm a little confused what you're asking. I can't read that. When golf tees, Ty? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna go ask if I was golfing. I was golfing. Yeah, I just came. I ran. That's why I was supposed to start this at 7, but we were playing behind the old gentleman, and they were taking forever. So that's why it was a little delayed. But here we go. I'm gonna use this as my trash box. Actually, keep things a little organized. Here we go. Oh, they do actually. You know what's funny? We're able to actually with Ultra Core branded. They're not going to be probably the best quality, but they'll fly. You guys want them? I'll put them live on the site tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I did already make them. Fun fact. So if you guys want those golf balls, I'll do it. So, oh, these. Look at this. This is royalty. Look at these things. Oh my god, they shine. Look at the reflection. I'm gonna be very careful. These are probably the coolest RAM on the market. If if you can afford them, which I know a lot of people can't because they're expensive, but back in the day they used to be pretty affordable, snag these. Okay. Oh, satisfactory. The other side. Oh. Now, guys, remember when installing 2 sticks of RAM, you never put it in the first or the third slot because of how the motherboard reads the slots. If you have 2, you go 2 and 4, and if you have 4, you obviously use them all. So we're gonna go first one here. And let's make sure that's lined up. We got this way. Oh, wrong way. Okay, first one's in. On to the second one. We give you guys a little ASMR. Even if I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yeah, they are god tier. Honestly, I'm kind of mad I don't have these in my own personal build. I have the Corsair Titaniums, the Dominator Titaniums. Solid, but in terms of look, I feel like I'm getting over them. I kind of wish I got the Z5 Royals. So shout out Grumps for buying these ones. And I did it again. I did it again. I'm seeing my own reflection and I'm just getting blinded. Okay. So let's go ahead and pack this up. Look at this. They even give you a microfiber cloth to wipe off the mirror reflection on the side of the. Not that you would ever need to, because when you're going to go on your PC and do that, but honestly, unless you clean them. But RAM's in. Motherboard is fully assembled. Next thing to do is put it in the tower. All right. Let's go ahead and, like I said, keep things closed. Onto the tower. Oh, I always forget how heavy this thing is. All right. So for everybody who doesn't know and he can't see this, he went with the same giveaway build tower that we have. This is the Havan, I think, HS 420 with a vertical GPU mount. So I'm gonna get this out of here so you guys can actually see it. But huge tower, it's freaking massive. Let's get it. Perfect. All right. think this should be good. Now go down the middle. All right, start here. I will. I mean, guys, they this is insane. It literally has a box. So ahead, let me show you. It says literally start here. So I'm gonna obviously start here. I think this is the wow, they give you a manual and the screws. Wait a minute. Oh, phew. I thought this was black. I'm like, they must have sent the wrong tower. It's white. It's just for some reason it's upside down. Or at least I could be wrong. But it's the white tower. We're good here. Oh, okay. Woo. All right. Well, you guys can see it. There she is. Oh. Come around. Talk to some comments here. How do we like? How do we like this, boys? How's this look? Let Zach know you're fruity. I love it. Okay. Here we go. Let's get the glass removed and everything. And but guys, this tower is just something else. Like, check this out. So this is the current giveaway tower. Our friend again, he wanted the exact same build, but honestly, the more and more I see this tower, the more and more I personally want it. And I'll show you guys my tower downstairs later. But so let's go ahead and get this opened and assembled. All right. First things first, let's get the screws for the panel. So to remove this glass, there's 4 screws that are holding it in place. And all you do is unscrew them, obviously. I'll put all screws in the front there so I do not lose them. And then there's just a little up and out. Oh, remove this. The little tape here that's holding it. Should be a little tab somewhere. What the ball? There we go. How to get this? This tape was holding it in place, so I couldn't get it out. There we go. So glass is off. It's here. Let's get everything else out. This is the vertical GPU mount kit. Really, this is just the plexiglass that goes to obviously cover the airflow for the fan, which I'll show you later in the video. So, what we got in here? We got. You have your mic? No, so my phone was dying. I do have my mic. I'll put my mic on here in a second. Can you guys not hear me okay? More or less it's just a build video, but hey, what's going on, Finn? How you doing? Um I need to keep my phone charged for this build because it's gonna destroy my phone battery because I don't have cameras at home, so I'm going live off my phone. So all right. Can you guys hear me okay though? All right. Interesting. So first things first, I'm gonna just keep taking off all the panels, so we get just the bones. All right. Can hear me just fine. That's what I like to hear. I don't really want to have the mic on me anyway, because like I said, I'm going to focus more on the build. Hopefully, you guys can conversate in the chat. I'm going to try to read comments as I go, but really, I'm just going to be focusing on the build and giving you guys something to watch at late night just to chill. Who doesn't like to chill? All right. So I got all the panels off. I'm going to lay this down so I can get the motherboard in. All right. And then I'll adjust the camera here. All right. Get a little more height on this thing. All right. Can you guys see that okay? Get this out. Wasn't it supposed to be white? All right. I'm actually going to slide this out a little bit so I can get the motherboard in a little better. So essentially, the vertical GPU mount is pre-installed. That's what happens when you order a tower like this. They have the vertical GPU mount version or the non. Preferably, I like the vertical GPU mount one because I think it obviously makes the build, but you can go with whatever one you like. I'm just giving myself a little more clearance here. So I think I have to remove these anyway to get to the screw for the motherboard. So going to have to remove the vertical mount, which I'll do right now. Essentially, I think it's just these three screws right here. There we go. Flip the camera. If I flip the camera, I won't be able to see the chat. Are you guys okay with me not reading the chat? Because I could flip the camera. Sorry. I just want to be able to read what you guys are saying. Try to interact with you guys as much as possible. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. Vertical GPU mount is removed. Now let's get the motherboard in. All right, I gotta get the motherboard screws. Oh, that camera is a little whack. Sorry. I blame honestly. It's just how it is. All right. I get the motherboard in. Got it in there nice and gently here. It's lined up perfectly per usual. And now let's get the motherboard screws, which again comes in this nice box that Avon sends with you. So all right, screws in here. These are for the motherboard and 3.5 hard drive. Got it. All right. Screwed in. All right. Getting all these in. What's going on? Why are they arguing? They're all the mods in our Discord. They just love bantering, so don't mind the mods. That's just how they. That's what they do. It's all for good fun. I should get that angle here. There we go. All right. A lot of screws in the motherboard just to keep it more secure. So bear with me, team. 2 more to go. Honestly, while I'm here, I might do the CPU thing too, but we'll see. And the hard screw first time. All right. Motherboard is in there. She's not moving. But the motherboard screws away the rest of them that we didn't use. Once this gets to 100%, I'm going to get my mics so that way you guys can hear me better. But for now, bear with me. All right. So what I usually like to do is now that the motherboard is in, I like to do all the cable management, more or less getting all the things plugged into the motherboard. So let's go ahead and put this up. You guys can see it all. And I'll adjust the camera. All right. All right. Perfect. Can you guys see all that okay? Motherboard looks sweet. The RAM looks sweet. Let's go ahead and get these plugged in. Where are we at with these? This. Gotcha. So it's going to run right back up. It's going to go this way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right. Here we go. Keep it tight. Actually, how do we want this? We want it to be pretty tight to hide the cable, so we want. Actually, let me do this. Yeah, honey. All right. That is in. I didn't see it, honey. Hey, honey, I didn't even see you in the chat. My fiance is in the chat. You better be a huge fan. Come on now. Come on now. All right, I'm going to put this out there. Actually, I probably could. For each one. Let me see if when I do this, where it goes. All right, so I'm actually going to redo that. All right, there we go. I'm going to put it right here. All right, because that's going to be pulled in here where we want it to be cable managed. So I'm actually going to put it right back in there. Let me see with this one. USB slots. Well, that's right above it. Coolio. Make it easy on me. All right. Those two are in. Let me fix the cable management now because they're just going to sit in there. Again, sorry guys, I'm trying to read comments and build at the same time, and might not be going the best, but I'm trying. So bear with me. Okay, that's good. Why is there a SATA thing in here? I wonder. Is that for? Oh, there's a fan slot thing in here. Fan control. That's crazy. Even though we don't necessarily need it, but it's still cool to have. Okay, now let's do the F panel and the HD audio, which the HD audio can go right in here. And the F panel can go right in here. All right. HD audio's up this way. So here we go. That's good. And the F panel. We're all higher. All right. Let's see. So we got all the pre cables that are coming with the tower installed. So now we can move on to getting probably some of the fans installed. I might do this AIO first. I don't know. Let me see what I want to do. But how's Chad doing? How's the fiance doing for everybody? Glad this community is interacting. All right. Actually, I'm going to run the streamer cables first. CPU. Let's see here. So, where is that? So, we're going to go ahead and put the CPU cables in just because you're not going to be able to really get to them once the tower's kind of put together. So, let's go ahead and do that. Trying to go as fast as I can too. Sorry, guys. Switching to the white tip here so it matches the build. All right. CPU cable, let's get you in here. Slide you over, get you in. All right. All right. Oh, okay, we're a little off, but close enough. Get these plugged in here as best as I can. If it's still showing. Yeah. Let me see the data. There you go. First one's in and second one's in. All right. All right. She's in. She looks good. So streamer cable's in. That way it has a little bit of RGB up there. How's everyone doing? How's the chat doing? Hey there. Zach is holding off from being camera shy. I don't even know if Zach's in chat. Zach's not even here. It's just me. Guys, I'm the only one here doing this build. Okay, I'm gonna do the motherboard one now. Let's get these a little tighter so they don't pull. Yeah, that's good. I'll zip tie those so they're a little cooler. Might even adjust it to put it through the other one, but I don't know yet. So we'll fix that. We'll fix that towards the end. I could probably just pull that up. Like that. And that. There we go. Actually looks good like that. Cool. Okay. Now we can do the CPU cable. So I'm going to run the CPU cable in here now, which we want obviously with the Lee streamer. Same thing though, I gotta, oh, I need to get my little screwdriver kit to switch it to white. Let me go, oh no, they give you one, that's right. I don't need to, let's go. We're on the freak right now. Oh wait, no, they didn't do the thing. A screwdriver. Okay, I'll be right back, I gotta go get my little screwdriver. All right, how we doing? I went downstairs. I had to get the screwdriver. I had to adjust this little guy here. I had to go get my little iFixit kit to use my PC screwdriver to fit on the Lee streamer here to get the white part on. So because in order to switch it to the white part, which is right here, that plugs into the motherboard. Wait a minute. I went downstairs for nothing. I didn't need it. I only need it for the GPU one. Well, I eventually was gonna need it, but all it is little clips right here. And this pops off just like that. And like that. And now we get the white one on. Let's get the slide under there. There we go. And now this bad boy needs to go on. Okay, let me get this locked in. All right. Give me a sec here to get this motherboard cord in. This one's kind of a pain in the butt. Shoot. Okay. She's in. All right, now we got the white part on, so it's going to look way clean. When we put it in the tower. All the way in. That's interesting. Huh. That's good to know. Well, regardless, she's this. Push her up. You get the streamer cable through the middle here. That way we have. Oh, that looks good. Look at this tower coming together. Oh, my hand's blocking. Look at this tower coming together. I have no clue. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at reading this at the same time as doing this. But it must be done. You guys want to live stream? You guys are just getting a me speaking to myself until I finish this build. You hear Corto. Okay, that one is done. Trash. Leave that for later. Trash. Okay. I'll go ahead and fan. All right, what do we got going on here? Now we're gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna try to do the rear fans first. I think I like that idea. This goes here, so that's fine. Just do that to keep it there. Cool. Okay, what was I doing next? Maybe I'll do the AIO. What? What? What about Zach? Zach is not. What? You want a snack? I don't know what she wants. What does she want? Let me read the chat. Let me read the chat. I'm gonna read the chat. I think she said she wanted a snack. What'd you guys say? Oh. Who wants to? What do you want to say? I'm not bringing you a snack right now. I'm in the stream, honey. I'll DoorDash it. All right, let's get the AIO installed now. I'm gonna move this back. I do like the thought of the AIO because I know how to get those things. Let's move this back. All right. Okay. And for this is already pre-installed, so we went with a pre-installed fan. So all I have to do is really just put this in the tower, which again, it's kind of easy. Try to center as best as I can while with the hydro ship working here. Use vertical GPU. And they seal a seat. Zach will get a snack for her. Yeah, I'll text Zach. Zach, are you in chat? Come bring my fiance a snack. She's hungry. So first things first, let's get this screwed in. We're going AMD socket, so I need to put these new brackets in, which I'll do right here. They come with white brackets and their own screws. I'm going to do that before I take the AIO out. Getting the screws out of here. Can you guys see? Am I blocking? No, you guys can see that. Okay, great. All right. Actually, let's do one at a time. Wish I had music. Okay, one more. Put this in there. All right, in. And now we remove the top one. Well, I'm pretty much almost through the thick of it. So once I get kind of all the nitty gritty stuff on, it's kind of just smooth sailing and installing fans, which shouldn't take me too long at all. Just get this. Okay. And I'm being extra careful with the amount of torque that I'm torquing each screw on here, which is very nice. Guys, Tyler was supposed to watch One Piece with me tonight. Yo, shit. They caught me. You guys caught me. I bailed. Don't worry, Hannah. I'll give back one day, I promise. Right now, I'm giving back to the community. They need me. The Ultra Core community needs me. All right. So brackets in. Now we can go ahead and move on to the AIO. Take it out. Get this in here. And then also, guys, check this out. I can actually get the screw out. But this AIO gives you thermal paste, so you don't have to buy any, which is really nice. Come on. There. Okay. Let's get this on. Set that to the side. All right. So like I said, we went with one that's already has pre-installed fans, which is really nice. So this thing's already good to go. We want the non-LCD version just because obviously you're not going to see the top. So, but it's going to go right here. So let's go ahead and get this in, and then review the thermal paste. Take the screen off for protection. It lets me. Is this let the screen come off here? There we go. Screen off. And now let's see how I want to mount this. Obviously this way. Okay. Let's get the screws. We're going to need 16 of them. So let's move that to the side here. Here's the thermal paste. Don't need those. Put those back because all of them are covered, which is really nice. Let's get the actually. Let's get these off for screen purposes. For swag. Probably get the other side too. You're not going to see them. Oh, yeah. See it. All right. Screws. Now let's go ahead and mount this up on top of the tower. Put it in my pocket. Screwdriver, and I'm going to go from the back side and put this in. All right. Right. See, viewport's got to come back a little bit. There we go. All right. Should we get? Am I getting caught on something? I need to get caught on something. Am I getting caught on? Oh. Yeah. first screw in. And yes, am I making this more difficult on myself by doing it this way? 100%. Will I learn? No. But I just want you guys to see what I'm doing. So, there we go. Once I get the first screw in, it gets easier from here. Of course, I put them in the wrong pocket, but whatever. Okay, this one in now. I can stop holding it. All right. Whew. All right. We're cooking. We're cooking. Loosen this. And this. See, these magnetic screwdrivers either help you or they screw you over. What? The motherboard. Well, whoever said the motherboard is backwards is a little. Can't say that. So just for anybody who thinks the motherboard is backwards because the camera's backwards, the motherboard is the correct way. It's just reverse orientation. So sorry, but it's right. I promise. Or I wouldn't even be able. There's only one way you can stick a motherboard in this tower. So, huh? Oh, well, Hannah, don't make it seem like they were insulting me. I don't take insults well. Just kidding. You guys can roast me. Sorry, I am not even reading the comments. Like I said, I'm just kind of installing Listen to the Tower. I can't really read the comments on my small phone. I'm not in the studio today. I'm just doing this at home for my friend. It's kind of just a last minute friend build. He wanted me to build one, so I'm doing it for him. I know. I'm a good friend. You don't have to tell me. All right, now let's see how this lines up in the front. Actually, I could probably look here. I just want to make sure it's pretty equal center wide. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks good. I think. Let's see. I don't know. We'll adjust on the fly if we have to. All right, we're cooking now. Once all the fans get in, guys, it's pretty much just plug and play. I pretty much got all the hard stuff done. Well, there is still the vertical GPU mount and the bottom fans, which kind of take a little time. I always forget how I did those, but. One more. Now we're on to bigger and better things in life. So. You won't be able to be in it. Kind of sweat a little bit. Is it hot in this house?
I have the air on.
That's under.
No,
All right. AIO is in. Now let's go ahead and actually install it to the CPU. Let's go ahead and actually install it to. Huh? What?
You had another coffee?
Yeah, I need some caffeine or sugar, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Yeah, I got you. I'm just trying to clean all of this. Leave that. Leave that out. All right. Let's get this installed here, and then we can put the rest away. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Why are you leaving? Oh, Hannah's leaving. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna lay this down for a sec, guys, so I can actually I could probably do it like this. Let me see. Oh yeah, I could get it like this. All right. I'm gonna draw the X marks pattern here, and then we're gonna put it on. So I like to do the X pattern because I think it applies the best spread once pressure is applied. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, it's on. Now, first things first, let's get this slid in there. And she's in. All right. Thermal paste on. It's in. Guys, Lian Li literally has this bracket in there to lock it in place. This thing's amazing. All right, now let's get these in. I'm gonna sneeze 1 sec. I guess I'm not. Okay. Okay, I'll do top one then. And then we'll do equal pounds of pressure throughout it. Just best to get the screws on for the guide, and then you can anchor it. So now that's in. Good. This one. Good. Good. And good. Let's adjust these cables so they look clean. Here we go. I think that looks good. That looks clean. It's looking fire. Now, put the screen back on. And where is the tab to pull off the filament on the screen? That's right here. Here we go. Now we put the screen on. Look at that, guys. It's coming together real nice. Don't you think? Wait. You're watching me on the TV, you big dog. I'm not made for the big TV, but I appreciate it. Put this away. All right. Put this in there. I should put it. All right. We should be able to wrap it up. Now let's go ahead and get the bottom fans installed. Actually, let me run this cable back there before I forget. Okay, we got the cable. And let's run it to the back before I forget. Okay. All right, that one is good. Now let's do the other one. Actually, where did I think I ran those up for here? I'm telling you guys, this tower is literally the best for cable management. Big fan of it. I understand why it won 2024 Case of the Year is because the cable management is phenomenal. All right. All right. this over here. There we go. And then we'll run it down through here. Let's get this USB. And then let's get the fan cable up as well. And then pretty sure this one should come up here. Come on. There we go. And down here as well. All right, cables are hidden back there. On to the next one. I'll probably do which clean up. Try to keep a nice clean workspace, you know. Keep it nice and clean. Actually, I'll put one of these here because I think they look sweet. Let's see. These things are sweet, so let's go on. Okay. This one I'll put it on. Put this one on first. There we go. That way it keeps it nice, crispy. All right, fuck it, I'm taking it off. Yeah. Honestly, I think it looks cleaner without it. We're just gonna leave it off. How's chat doing? Those big plates on the right are removable in case you want to run an AIO there too. Yeah, so he wanted to kind of do the same build. And typically a top point AIO longevity wise, Rick, won't last as long as a standard orientation or if it was at the bottom. And it's hard to run a long cable all the way here where the pump would be at the bottom. But we're just gonna put fans here, 140 fans. And these reverse blade into the LCD one. So let me remove that. Actually, I'll do the back fans first. Okay. All right. All right. Now I gotta remove all the SSD storages, which is gonna take me 5 ever. Because it's very weird of how these are installed anyway. Almost. All right. Sorry, guys. This probably is very boring compared to a normal video, but I just wanted to do a live stream just to show you guys what I'm up to. Are you guys even enjoying this? Like I said, this would be different if I was in the studio and I have the big TV to actually see the comments as I'm building this, but I can't even read my small phone. My eyes are terrible. You should just pop off. All right. So we're going to do reverse orientation fans here because we want airflow coming up, in, and exhausting off the top, and then the rear fan on the side there. So let's go ahead and get these open. We got to make sure they're the LCD. Yep. So he went with the LCD version of the 140. We're gonna put 3 there, so he's gonna be able to see 3 screens. I enjoy seeing it for the first time. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if Zach was here, he'd be able to read the comments as I build, but he's not here, so let me down again. Zach always letting the homies down. You guys know what I mean? He ain't a real one. Fake. Zach's fake. Everywhere I go. So, guys, my least favorite thing about putting PC towers together is actually putting the fans, just because unboxing individual ones, pulling out all the cords. But I'm very OCD, so I like to put all the original like components and packaging in back inside the actual case. So this takes me quite a while to get all this done. So, but we're working as fast as we can. Got there. Yeah, need the screws for sure. I'll need one of these. And the last 140 LCD fan. All right. Let's get these in. Just pulling off all the plastics. I'm just gonna daisy chain them over here. All right. She's good. Now let's daisy chain them. All right. Last one. All right, we got them in. They're going to go right here, all three 140 with the LCD fan. So let's go ahead and actually get this to the bracket so we can put it back on. I'm going to remove all these, though. Where's my little kit? Here she is. All right, let's get her out. Bear with me, just getting all these little tabs out of here that cover the fan screws on the Liam Lee fans. Just what's really nice, but it's a pain in the ass. But you gotta appreciate it, so don't want cheap stuff. All right, so I want the bottom to be this. Guys, also, if you're really curious to see how this one's built, we actually have a build video on our channel over this build. So if you are curious, you can always go there and look. Okay, so want the at the bottom. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. So this goes here. Let's try to see how this works. actually goes here. Goes here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just remembering how I did this. There we go. All right, so if they go here, easy like this. Great. I'm making progress. All right. I will look at chat here in a second. Let me just get this bracket mounted in there and all these screws in. So bear with me, team. Bear with me. Getting kind of hungry. Sorry if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I'm just screwing in the fans back here. Whoever's joining the stream, not that probably anybody's joining, but if you are, is what I'm doing back here. Just get these screws in. All right. 3 more screws to go. This is a pain, but they're in. All right. Just making these are all tight. Quarter turn on all of them, especially the corners, because that's where they pretty much make the big content. All right. Okay, this one needs tightened here. Make sure they're very flush. They look good. Okay. We're good. Put them back in. All right, and get this mounted back on here. Look at that, guys. It's starting to come together. I'm an expert PC builder. Just kidding. I kind of suck, but I'm pretty good at the same time. Okay, good. And good. We're cooking. We are cooking, team. Now we just got to do the rear fan, but also take a good amount of time just because why not? Actually, remove this really quick, eh? I'm going to remove the rear bracket so I can get on there really quick and get that cord in there. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Sorry if you see me. Not that you would want to, but. Right. Got to reverse this, which is really nice about this is you can actually reverse the orientation of this. So what's going on, everybody? Hey, what's going on? Let me read that. I can't read upstairs. Elastor, how you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to read comments as I'm building a computer, so bear with me. I'm not the best at multitasking. Don't know why they put me in charge of building this one, but it's for a friend, we'll do it. We appreciate our friends here at Ultra Core Systems. Okay. Okay, that's in. Do this. Cable untied. All right. All right. Where's Sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Is it already the right way? No way. Oh, come on, Ty. Ah, it was the right way, I believe. What a rookie mistake. What a rookie mistake. Sometimes I wish I would just pay attention a little more. Oh, where'd that go? Here we go. All right, let's see if this is it now. Yeah. Yep. Son of a gun, I had it the right way. Okay. Let's get this through. All right. Come on. All right. Guys, so this doesn't seem tiring, but it kind of is because I'm exhausted. I did a lot of yard work today, and I went golfing, and I'm putting together a PC at 10 o'clock at night. So, all right, she's in. Okay. Woo. We're getting there, team. We are getting there. I'm gonna do these fans first, and you need to remove the brackets here. All right. We're getting everywhere. Oops. All right. Okay, next time I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. That launched. All right. Brackets are off. All these little screws are out. Get them in the center here so I don't lose them. Maybe get these ones out. I could keep those. Yeah, those would be good for screw hole guidance. I'm gonna put those back. Okay. We all hanging in there? Dude, I am the worst at streaming. Especially when I can't look at you guys, give feedback when you guys are roasting me or telling me I suck at building a computer. Either way, I wish I could freaking talk to you guys right now, but your boy is struggling. And we're missing one little thing. Where'd that go? Everywhere the There she is. Okay. And so this one, we're going to go with the standard. So we went with a different version of the fan because we wanted RGB here and they need to be 140mm fans that fit here. So I'm actually going to change the camera and get the correct fan over there. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Got the fans. So adjust the camera. So that way you guys see what I'm doing. All right. So how's chat doing? Hey, I'm still here. How you guys doing? What's everyone doing today? We all gaming, or you guys just chilling and watching the stream? Okay. Been here, baby. Rick, I love you. Bullying Rick. Zexy, that's what you do. That's what you do best. Big bully. Big bully Zexy. All right, let's get this. So, guys, for what it's worth, for optimal airflow in this tower, remember, reverse orientation pulls air in, standard orientation pushes air out. So for optimal airflow, we're gonna have air pulling in here. So we're gonna have reverse fans here and a reverse fan here, and then this is the exhaust. These are standard orientation, and then this will be standard orientation. So that way we have optimal airflow. So the one that I just took out of this thing is going to be going right here because it is a standard orientation, and we'd like to have exhaust by the CPU for optimal cooling for the tower. Now, if any of that made sense, great. If it made no sense, I'm sorry. I never said I was good at explaining things, but I hope that makes sense. Just getting off work. Appreciate you tuning in after work. It's like I said, just a chill session with watching me struggle to put together a gaming PC for my buddy that I game with. But now I gotta find that stupid toy. Where'd she go? She's back here. All right. So I'm going to take out the front things here and then go from there. I'm gonna take all the tape off. These Lee and Lee Infinity fans are slick. I mean, honestly, guys, Lee and Lee makes the best fans. I mean, I don't know. Corsair used to be pretty good, but they just kind of stopped caring about the lack of quality because it's harder to play. I know their new daisy chain things work, but like it's just not as clean as Lee and Lee still. And I've trust me, I've built in that. I loved them. I got them when they first released, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of them. So okay, so I want to see. I want to be this the top, I think. Yeah. Yep. All right. So this one's gonna go right here. And let's get some screws in. Okay, she's in. Now let's get her in all the way. I'm gonna take this out. Don't panic, guys. It's removable. I would never do something that I couldn't do. Okay, and last one. And the top there, which is kind of gonna be a pain again. All right, she's not going anywhere. Fans in. Screen's back on. Check that out. First, for top fans installed, and now I'm gonna get the wire running to the proper place. And then we're on to the bottom fan, and then we have a couple more fans to go. But we are streaming along here. Oh, all right, there we go. It's almost like this tower was made for Lee fans. They have like these little perfect garment slots just to run a perfect cable wire that through there. So good for them and good for us. All right, that one's in. Now let's go ahead and clean up a little bit. And now we get the bottom one installed. Clean up a sec. I have a freaking massive headache too. All right. On to the next fan, which is the reverse blade of this fan. Need that. Need that. Do not need that. This. Okay. Okay. All right. Go back in here. Okay. I wish I had music going. Kind of a lame live stream if you ask me, but I'm just getting it done, you know? We're just getting it done. All right. Choose plate. My fan needs to be up, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And the bottom fan's going in. Well, all right. We're getting here. And here. All right, fans in. So both fans are in. We got these installed pretty well, proper orientation, and now we gotta do the bottom fan bracket. So let me go ahead and put this here. Get the wire running there, and then we move on to the bottom. Oh, I wish I would just listen to myself sometimes. And I got to take this out, gang. Good thing I caught it now, though. I didn't screw this. All right. Now we're good. Okay. Now we go back in. There we go. Now we're back, guys. We are back. Just had to get that properly right there. All right. That one back in. Get that one back in. And one more. Okay. All right, now we're good. 10. All right. To the bottom fans. Now we're gonna come back here. Let me check on chat here. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. How are we doing tonight? Remember to install Windows on this beast. Can't do anything without that. Sean, I would never forget to install Windows. I promise you that. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna play Fortnite since Creepers looks to be my enemies in hardcore. Okay, you go back to Fortnite, baby. What's up? What's up, official Ace? Tiny Ty has been retired. I killed him. It was a good run. I will install Club Penguin, but we still got a little ways to go on this beast. Guys, I forgot how long it takes to build a computer. 10:30. I've filmed it for an hour. I'm getting somewhere, but I'm just saying, God, this takes forever. Okay, let's go ahead and get the bottom fans installed here, though. All right, here we go. Push this tower back a little bit. And let's get the install here. All right. Um, how do I do this again? I think I need the AIO screws, or did it come with special screws for that? Let's see. I don't remember. They said they come with a tower. Not seeing anything. Let's see. I could just use the Liam Lee ones. Where did those go? All right. Crap. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. All right. So might be looking for something here. It should have came with the screws. Oh, you know what? I know where they are. Where's that screen kit? Oh, here it is. Ah, I found them. All right, so there's special screws to work for this because you can't just do standard screws, but let's go ahead and get all of these fans in. All right. I need one. Don't need the screws, so I'm sure take the fan out and be done with it. Get all the fans out, so this is the time process. One cable. All right, one more fan to go. When all the fans are installed. which is huge business. So let's get them. All right. And we just gotta open them. Yeah. And unfortunately, we have to take off all the screw protectors here. Oh, great. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. I'm gonna install Club Penguin, I promise. All right. Getting all the screens off. All right. All right, let's get all the screw things out here. It's all the tedious stuff that you guys don't see off camera, but I'm removing all these things, and it just all this stuff takes time. But we're cooking. We are cooking. All right, now all these ones. All right. Which way do I think we wanted it back here. We said because you can run the cable there, pretty sure. Just make sure it's raw. Okay. Fans are good. And then we'll install the fans first and then. How's everyone hanging in there? I know I'm not talking. I'm talking myself much, but I don't think that I do apologize for not being able to speak to you guys more avidly. Now here comes the annoyingly tedious part. So I've got to line up this screw here. All right. All right, first screw in. Now we gotta get this one in, and the rest are cake. All right, we got those in. What's the CPU on this build? AMD or Intel? We're doing AMD for sure. Intel's Ultra CPUs, it's not saying they're bad, but just right now, AMD has been taking the cake. But don't sleep on those Ultra. Those things are coming back. I'm telling you, Intel's coming back. I was an Intel guy for the longest time, but now I'm going Team AMD if I ever do another build. Whew, it's an arm workout, guys. You know what? I'm gonna make this so much easier on myself. I'll be right back. All right, back. Just making life easier on me. And I'll hand tighten the rest to get them in there. Okay. Okay. That's why power tools were invented, to make life easier. If you're smart with them, you can also damage things, so just be careful. All right. Why is it lining up? I don't know. Okay, I'll do that one by hand. Okay. Okay. These ones I'm gonna do by hand. I don't know why they're not going in. Hmm. Why do these ones not want to go in? Okay. So I have an auto screwdriver, but I left it at the office. And now, oh, I see. Okay, we're just slightly off on this one here. Should be able to get these two in now. Okay, that's in. Oh, these two don't want to go in, but we'll get them in. We'll get them in. What's going on? Okay, it's this bitch. I got this one in. Whew. Guys, this is a workout. I need my auto screwdriver for sure. Rick's right. Should have brought this, but this is kind of like a last minute, let me help my buddy out type thing. So I don't really have anything prepared today. Oh, God. All right, we're in. All of them are in. We did it. Now let's tighten them all. Oh, whew. In, in, in. In, in, in. Yep. Yep. All right, all of them are in. Now let's put the tab back on. Add all the ugly screws. And we are, guys, we are making progress today. Put that off there. All right. All of them are in. Holy crap, this took 5 years. Sorry, guys, that one took 5 ever. All right. Let me wipe soil off my life here, and then I'm going to run these back here. Oh, actually, I got to put the glass on. I forgot. We still have one more part to do here, guys. Shit. This part's easy. Just the glass panel here. So. Oh. Here we go. Glass panel. With the cloth. Just gonna make this way here. Perfect. Cover, sure. Okay. Okay. Always be careful with the screws here because you do not want to break the glass. So hand tighten these. They kind of have a guide, like it's pretty sturdy, so you don't have to really worry too much. But okay, one more. All right. Glasses on. Let's run these cables here. We are making a lot of progress right now. Fans are all in, cables are hooked up. Essentially, there we go. Okay. Sorry if I'm blocking this one. Make sure I get these in right. All right. Fans are in. It's looking good. I'll have Nate. He does the custom bracket for this, so we're gonna make sure he does that. Just get this. There we go. Hide those cables. Right on. Guys, what do we think so far? Yeah, I'm sweating. Definitely sweating. Not gonna deny that. Okay. That's looking clear. All right. This way. All right. So, guys, this thing is coming together. All we need to do now is literally put in the power supply in the back. We need to put the vertical mount back in, but obviously I'm going to do it with the obvious. I think I got to take this out again, but I got to get the graphics card in. I'm going to get all the wires hooked up first. So let's go ahead and get the power supply in. All right. He obviously went with the Lian Li Edge. It gives you extra USB slots and the fan control arm, which is really nice. So it's all in the power supply. Let's go ahead and install this in the back. I'll take you guys with me. Why make life harder? If I could just move back here. Oh, you guys can see the back of the tower. Ooh. All right. The cables. Let's get the power supply here. Oh, my scissors. Just pop out. We are hooking. All this does is attach to the power supply here. I gotta take this out, obviously. All right, she's in. Put it to the back. And then we match the boot grabber. All right. Got the power supply. I just need to get the screws, which I think are hopefully in here. Okay, that's gonna stay in there. Got those, move those. Now, where are the screws for this bad boy? get them somewhere. I found them. They're in. Yeah. Okay. Go to. Let's get this in. Yeah. Get all these out of the way. She's in. Rotate her a little bit. And get this in. Hopefully I'm not in the way. Oh, actually, with all these new parts, there's barely any cables, but we're gonna get cable management's not really yet because I still gotta install the GPU and everything. But I mean, I'll get there. We're gonna get there eventually. I just gotta get the actual power supply in. And yeah, it's gonna might be ideal. Might not be ideal. Two more screws. Kind of hard to get this. This is the only complaint I have here. Just get it in and she's in. All right, one more screw. Such a weird angle. All right. Power supply's in. Okay. Now, what were they saying? Oh yeah, cable management. Yeah, that is gonna have to happen. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the boot. That is for sure. Put the main wires in. Okay, I need that. That. Need the CPU. That's a PSU. All right, that's one. That's one. Let's see, because we got to get the right CPU cables. That is a split in the middle, I believe. Yeah. That's what I know. This says CPU. CPU. You got what we need. This is another CPU. No, chill. All right. This is going to go into plan slot one. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting all of the cables that I need for power supply. Because here comes, like you guys said, the fun part, which is not really fun, but it's very annoying. So. Okay. All right. To the back. I'm going to plug the USB slot 2.0 to the second slot of the motherboard. So we get that in. And it should be. I gotta take that off. It's in the way now. Sorry if my hair's a mess. Now I gotta get it to the USB slot in the motherboard, which is typically right here in the second slot. We're gonna put it there. And then we need to make sure all these are. I can actually kind of tuck this like that. That'll be okay. And we're gonna get this one in there too. So let's do this. That's the USB one for the AIO. Yep. This one needs to be plugged in as well right here. And let's see the same one. Great. Let me go plug these into the front. Then we can continue on. Just trying to stay on top of cable management before we get to all putting in the GPU and everything. They're in. Okay. And now let's go find fan slot 1 on the motherboard. Chassis fan 1. I knew it was right there. Like, also need to do the same for the chassis fan so that way you can actually control them properly. So let's do that right now. And chassis fan, good news, is actually right here, which is here. Let me just make sure I get this right so I'm standing in front of the camera. And to chassis fan 1. Got it. All right. Okay. Chassis fan 1 engaged in. Cable management's coming together. It's gonna look sloppy, but I promise it's all gonna look good at the end, I think. So we'll put that there because that's where the cable is. Cool. Cool. All right. Now we could really start getting all this organized and hooking up all the fans. But I like to run the big cables first. So we're gonna run this bad boy. Actually, I'm gonna get this one because I remember this one was a pain to get into. All right. In underneath here into the actual slot. Huh. I think this one has to come out. So, okay, we're getting somewhere, gang. We're getting somewhere, I promise. It's just very tedious stuff. Very tedious. Okay, let's make sure these are all hooked up correctly. This one's to the oops. Good. CPU's in. Make sure this one works too, and then we're good to go. Okay. Put them at the top here. I think I get that one. And then okay, these are all the way. And let's go this one. Okay. We're hooked up here. Now let's get these cables in here because now this is where it's kind of a pain to slide all those in. But they must. Actually, let's be smart here. Don't wanna be rain. Oh, I know. It's very annoying, but it has to happen. This one's gonna go over here. Guys, this cable management in this tower is no joke. It's good, but it's really just they don't give you much room in the back against the panel, so you kind of have to really jimmy jack these cables tight, like so, so they're not in the way. And boom, so they're not in the way. All right, we're getting progress. We are getting progress. So now, last but not least, we need to make sure we can get the actual big one in there, which we should be able to. All right. All right. Where's that motherboard cable? I don't like to use the SATA ports because you don't have to. Like I said, we got the fan slots in here, which make life a lot easier. I can tell you. So also these lead cables do not make it easy to cable manage in this tower. So it's gonna look jimmy jacked for a bit. Just heads up. Like most positive I had okay. Anti-static bands. You want to see them? I need these. All right, where did I do this one last time? Where did I push this one on to? It was a hole, I believe. Is there another? Huh. Can't remember, so I'm just gonna leave it for now, and I'll do that last. Let's get all. Let's get all the USB slots in here. There's a bunch of USB fans. We have to make sure we get them all in. Wait, only two? Where's that one? There she is. I think I have other USBs I need to come in here, but let's just focus on the main ones for now. All right. USB slot is also in here. What is this? Okay, fans all need to be plugged in. Make sure I get all the fan slots in here, so bear with me, gang. Bear with me. All right. Let's see, all right, all the fans are in and hooked up. Hey guys, I know it looks terrible, but like you really can't cable manage crazy well in this tower. Just because they don't give you the most room in the back here, and all the I could use these, but I really don't want to. I want it to be controlled by the power supply because power supplies give optimal control. They're distributing the correct power to the fans when in crucial heating and cooling periods. So it's fine. We're good. We're getting somewhere. I think maybe it was over here. Either way, it looks good. I remember what I did. I remember exactly what I did, gang. At least you can cable manage the big cables, right? Okay, that one's in. And voila. Now we can find a way to keep these ones tight. I wonder if I can actually run it. Hold on. You might be onto something here, peeps. A slider in there. Nah, I can't, can I? I'd have to go all the way around, which don't necessarily think it would. I mean, could. It technically could. But try not to, though. Going to try not to. I mean, that's for him if he ever wants to. So, but we're good. We're making good progress. Tower looks good. Cables are good. Really? All right. We're cooked, guys. I think we're good. Cables are in there. It doesn't look good, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's this. You don't really get the best. Oh yeah, there's this. I need one more USB slot. So once that screen gets in there, I'm gonna run the cable in there so I could get it now, and then Nate can fine tune it. But let's put the USB thing for the screen here. Which is this one here. So. Guys, we are making progress on this thing though. Wow. Really impressed with myself. Doing this late at night when I'm super tired. All for my boys. We gotta do for the squad. We don't do for the squad, who will? Am I wrong? Okay, I gotta somehow find a way to get here. And then we'll do the screen tomorrow. Like I said, I think I'm gonna do the screen tomorrow because we have to cut the bracket for it to fit perfectly in this tower. Unless we put it on the side, but it would cover the LCD screen, which we don't necessarily want to do. Right, so let's get that USB thing. here. She's in. Put the cables back in. Now we're back. Now we can wrap this tower. Put it away. All right. We gotta make sure it's good in the front. All right. All right. Pretty much. Let's see if we get the back panel on now. Oh, I'm not gonna really have to go back here again, so look at that, guys. She's on nice and good. Clicks right in. Woo! We did it. All right, now we go to the fun part. Let's go to the GPU. All right, guys. So now this is where I remember it being an absolute problem, right? So let's get you up here. Thanks for you guys for all staying, by the way. This is great. All right. So we have to do a very unique way to get the GPU mount in because this is super tight here. So you almost have to pull this out, put the GPU in, which I'll show you, right? So let's get this set up here. Right. So the mount has to go all the way in like this. This took me like a few hours to do, I'm not gonna lie. So on the last build. Okay, so now I'll show you exactly what the problem was. Why is that? What the hell? All right, wish I would have done this out. Okay. All right, now John. Okay, so GPU mounts technically is in, right? So it's in, and we need this to come all the way out because this is almost so snug because he went with the ROG Astral 5080. And if you guys know anything about this card, this thing is a beefcake. And to get it to fit perfectly in there is a pain in the ass. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to move this back, straighten this up because this is going to be a journey. Do it over here. Okay. That way you guys can see it okay. I have to Jimmy jack this a little bit. So he went with the beast card. I love this card. I want it. I don't have it yet, but I will get it one day. Mark my words. Once Ultra Core goes to the moon, we're gonna be giving away free 5080s. Like it's nothing, but we need your guys' support. Oh. Right. That can get them there. This thing is so sick. Look at that, guys. Wow. Love this card. Really love this card. I really want this card. And it's freaking heavy. So now let me remember how I did this. Just getting all the stickers off because you don't want stickers when you're gaming. Wow. I really want this card. This thing is sick. And I'm just taking off the stickers, so there's a bunch on here. Don't know why they put so many on, but they did. Good. Good. Stickers are off. All right, guys. Now this is where it becomes a pain in the ass to get this in. I'm gonna remove this for clearance help, and then I'll put them back in. Okay. All right. If I remember correctly, it's going to be the back two. Where's my screwdriver? We're almost there. Almost there. Last part, and it's just the GPU cable. The GPU. Show the GPU cable last. I just want to get this in. Actually, I think I did the streamer cable. Let's just get it in there now. That way we don't have headaches. I'm putting this thing in. And yes, we're gonna do the white part. Let's get the in. All right, there we go. I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna swap out the black part here. Cool. Guys, this has been a build, I'll tell you. I forgot how tedious this build is, but it's worth it. It's a super build, but if you know how to build a computer, this is the tower to do it in for sure. I know, it looks so beautiful, dude. This thing is sick. That's always obviously you gotta turn it on. I don't have an extra monitor, but I it'll power on, I know it will. Screw faulty, we get that bad juju out of here. Yeah, it does look good with the all white, it really does. Okay. All right. Guys, this is no joke putting this on. I will tell you that right now. I didn't want to have to do this right away, but the build must go on. One, two. I'm telling you guys, this cable's the worst. So if you want to switch it to white, make sure you watch a video. You know what? I could maybe do a how-to video on this, just to save you guys time and stress and agony of having to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Honestly, they should just ship them white. Like, I don't know why they just don't create a white one or a black one. Make life easier, you know? That was in. Yeah, if you actually want to see the colors bounce, go to our website. We're actually running currently a giveaway for this exact build. All you gotta do is enter, you get one free entry. So go check it out at our website at ultracoresystems.com. All right. Boom. Now it's white. So it'll look good with this. And I gotta fix this one. Okay. Okay, cables in. Hey guys, this is where the fun begins. This is literally the pain and agony of the build. You have to literally take it out. Almost positive I had to do this. I don't remember. How did I do this? How did I do it? I think I had to take this out. Let's put that over here. Maybe I'm not being more difficult than this. Let's see. And I gotta do this too now. Yeah. I think I did take this out. I don't remember though. You got it. You know, let's get it in though. How did I do that again? This way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So freaking tedious, dude. Hmm. There we go. Oh, Kylie, this is such a pain. I promise you. I'm not trying to make this look difficult. It just really is difficult. I feel like I'm in. I think. Well, I want to go in. Let's get this. Oh, we got it, gang. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Good thing I got it though, because I'm him. No need to stress, gang. We did it. We freaking did it. We conquered. Everybody doubted me. Shut everybody shut up. I'm him. I'm the PC building king. I am the PC building king. Seriously. Best me at this. Oh god, does that look sick? Oh shit. I remember this plexiglass being kind of a pain. But guys, just remember this bend, it's okay. It's plexiglass. It's not like it's gonna break. It's meant for contact. Alright, cool. Like a title. I would never break a GPU, baby. Alright, wow, is that looking good or what? God, that's I'm not gonna lie, this tower is just immaculate with the freaking streamer cable. Hopefully that whistle didn't wake up Hannah. That would be the death of me. She's heading back. She ain't gonna move and shipping. Okay, I need 2 more thumb screws. So I'll hit here. Oh, I didn't think I would get the build done tonight, but I did. I did it. Freaking did it, gang. Okay. one there. Tighten this up so she never moves. And there we go. Success. She is pretty much done, gang. She's not gonna move. That GPU is not moving and shitting it. That is a done build. Holy. Okay, 5 ever. Oh, we freaking did it. Freaking conquered. Alright. Time to FaceTime the guy. Show him it's all done a Rooski. We live Rooski, baby. Well, actually, I still, like I said, Nate has to custom 3D print the. My hair looks still bad. I'm sorry, I'm sweating. We're gonna put the LCD screen, which is right here. And I'm gonna have Nate come over, show you guys what it looks like. But this screen's gonna go here, and that way he has the LCD panel. But it is done and it's ready to be shipped. Wow, let's take a look at this thing, guys. Oh, whoa. Wonder if it's Grumps. Grumps, you in here? Is Grumps in here? Because this thing is done. Grumps is my buddy I play games with, and I built this for him. He bought it. I didn't pay for anything, but let's lower it that way. All right. That thing is wow. Grumps, there he is, guys. So ZG0789 is the person who actually purchased the PC. So I know we didn't have many people in the live stream. It's really late, but Grumps, it's done. Wow. Nate's gonna put the LCD screen on for you. But dude, this thing is snug. Look at this. When it's shipped, that is not moving. I'm pulling. That is not moving. So this thing is gonna come to you like butter, baby. Everything's perfectly. I mean, I cable manage this perfectly. Oh, the other thing I want to fix is this. Get some AIO color down there. Yeah, I'll get that. There we go. Back. Let's get some. I'll bring this around here. There we go. Get some color. There we go. What do you think, Grumps? Wow. I mean, that is sick, guys. This thing, he literally has a supercomputer. Anybody would kill to have a build like this. And look at this thing. Wow. Fans all spin. We got all of them freaking working. This one down here. Obviously, this cable is going to be more taut, guys, so don't worry. Just we gotta wait till Nate to get the screen in here, and then it's good to go. But whew. I did this for you, Grumpies. All right, let's get the panels on. Love the sound I made. All right, get this on. Okay. Might have to get back there, but we'll just remove it if we have to. But I'm pretty sure I got everything plugged in. Grumps, you still on? All right. Grumps, you still there, big dog? So do you want so the thing about the Lian Li wireless is okay. The thing about the Lian Li wireless, Grumps, is it's controlled by via USB hub and it's not internal. It's literally plugged in the back. Do you want a white one or do you want a black one? I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna want white because of a white build, but I'm just asking because you have the choice. You're gonna get both, but I'm gonna initially set them up to where you want this because all the devices will be bound to this one. Definitely gonna probably say white. Okay, white it is. All right, I'm gonna get this set on top. Or actually, yeah. So it's there. So what I'm gonna do is, guys, I'm going to end it here. The build is done. Nate literally, I already have the wire in. All he has to do is plug in the screen and put the bracket there, and then the screen will be there. And then Grumps, this thing is being shipped out to you tomorrow, big dog. So congrats. I'm gonna install everything tomorrow, which I'm gonna do it in the office because we have the monitor and everything there. But come on, Z, come on, baby, take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. It's freaking almost midnight. I'm gonna go to bed. I got a big day tomorrow. But we're gonna get this all wrapped up tomorrow for you, pal. But everything looks clean. I mean, that is a fire build. This thing is gonna be epic when it turns on. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a B-roll video. So what we're gonna do is for socials, I'm gonna say, all right, we just finished the build for my friend, and then I'm gonna tap it, and then whatever colors you want, Grumps, just let me know, and then we'll do a panoramic video, so that way you have kind of like a sick fire video to do. Hey, Grayson, the current giveaway is actually this build. This exact build is our current giveaway build, and it's going on right now. So do not miss. There's barely anybody entering in to win it, and you can win a build that's literally just like this. And this thing's a beast. Yeah, well, hey, he did pay for it. He grinded, he saved his money up, and we built him his dream PC. So, oh no, 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 Grayson, it's still live now. So we run them rapid fire. So we're trying to get more PCs like this out to you guys. But I'm gonna log off, Grumps. I got you, dog. We're gonna be running some keys on this bad boy with you. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a long stream, and I'll